Hey, Sean KK, Sean, look, Katie's back.
Although I wasn't exactly
You wouldn't,
the videos.
yeah, you lot wouldn't have noticed. Basically, the reason that our videos have been very scattery over the past few days is because Katie's been on holiday. But back recording full, all stuff, normal. And this video we're going to talk about DC.
Don't know why I'm wearing them.
No, you don't need to wear them. Because all hell is breaking loose in DC at the minute. So, from one point of view, the Marvel Con thing happened. Lots of trailers came out.
Yeah,
loads of updates. Kevin Feige basically
decided to break the internet.
Announce everything and make it everyone's day.
He was like, here's phase
5 to 7
and then he was
or
like, oh, you know what? Be some more. There you go. Why not?
But it's been all hell. But on the other side, DC have been making waves as well.
I think I did see something. Was there something about Batgirl or something?
Batgirl. So Batgirl has been cancelled completely.
I thought they had pretty much filmed it
They
all.
have. It was in the post-production. It was all filmed.
It was like pretty much ready to go.
It was ready to come out.
Was it going to be? It was going to be a series, wasn't it? Or was it going to be a film?
Film.
Right.
It's going to tie in with Flash.
Flash. Well, God knows what they did with Flash.
Yeah. So basically, the crack is there's been a new president of DC. Yeah. I can't remember what his name is. It's Zaslav or something like that. That's his last name, Zaslav. And he basically came out and he raised hell, and same as Kevin Feige, but in a different way. Cancelled Batgirl. Basically turned around and said, we're not going to do anything that's woke. We're going to just do things that make story sense. We're going to hire people who are the best people for the job. Doesn't matter what they are. And he basically came out with this 10-year plan. Because he says he doesn't want to keep on bringing out films to fill quarters. Doesn't just want to, here's a random film that doesn't tie in with anything.
Yeah.
He wants to start building up to a Avengers level.
Which, I mean, I feel like that's what every DC fan has been begging for like years now. So I'm not upset. What I don't understand is why you would. DC spent so much money on Batgirl, on the Flashpoint movie. About Black Adam's gonna be coming out soon.
Black Adam's still coming out.
They aren't they in the middle of filming Aquaman?
Aquaman's still coming out.
It's like
the Flash up till now is still coming out.
That's kind of a weird one, isn't it?
Queer, isn't it? Yeah. So Aquaman's still happening. Black Adam's still happening. Joker 2's still happening. With Lady Gaga. Apparently it's going to be a musical. Based in Arkham Asylum. Yeah, weird, isn't it? I
mean, I'm not like...
I trust them.
I'm just going to see what happens with that.
Then, so there's this 10-year plan that he's come out with. And basically he's trying to get Todd Phillips, I think. Todd Phillips, the director of Joker. He wants him to be the sort of Kevin Feige. He wants him to plan everything out. But a few of the bold decisions that he's made, Michael Keaton, who was slated to be coming in and doing like a sort of Nick Fury type role where he's bringing everyone in, he's not going to be a big part of it anymore. He's going to come in and then he's going to go right back out. And Ben Affleck is actually coming back to stay on as Batman.
It's like bittersweet, isn't it? Because everyone was looking forward to Michael Keaton coming back.
Yep. It was
kind of the big thing everyone talked about when the Flashpoint trailer came out, wasn't it? It was like, oh my god, he's going to be in it. It's happening. It's like, and I understand they want to go down a different route. They want to make it newer. They want to make it, have like a solid one storyline, which I love, but
it still fits in with the whole hectic side of it, isn't it? Everything feels very hectic at the minute in DC.
I am curious to know because like you say, if they are going to get that director from the Joker to organise it all, is the Joker going to tie in with it? Because that's its own universe, so they might just say, okay, let's just make a universe revolving around the Joker. Let's make the Joker universe and just have that as the universe.
That's what the current sort of part of it is why would you get Todd Phillips to do it when his contribution to DC was a film that was completely on its own.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like, say, the Snyderverse. Say Zack Snyder would probably be most people's choice for a long-term story. But apparently he's done with DC.
I don't really blame him, to be honest, with the crap deal he got, but
but
to me, right, and you don't. I hope they do, because it's kind of something I wish Marvel did, which is I kind of want them to get like a group of directors that are like, okay, here's our directors, and they're all contributing to it. So you're not getting a new director coming in every film and doing something, and then you're kind of having to, you know, there's like one clear
plan.
I think having one person do it all is quite risky. Marvel is very lucky, but even then they still have some movies that come out that aren't
There's
the
been
best.
hitches along the way. Yeah.
There's been some bumps, you know, but I think the best thing DC could do is get a group of directors that are all fans, that all know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, a group of writers, and you'll sit down and they go, right, okay, here's the plan, here's what we're gonna do. You'll direct this, you know, but they all contribute, and I feel like that would be smarter.
Yeah. So one of the things that he said is, because he's came out and he said, we're not going to do the whole woke thing. We're not going to just do female superheroes for the sake of doing female superheroes. We're going to focus on story,
Actually having a story
and making it, you know, good. And he's going to focus on the people that Stan Lee and Bob Iger basically said were their main competition, which essentially is Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash.
Which is
maybe.
what it should have been. I can't believe that they.
Their plan was to get rid of them. Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if surely Henry Cavill will come back. He basically said he would come back.
Yeah.
But are they gonna? It's gonna be a little confusing, because they've already got movies like Man of Steel. Is that going to be a continuation? Wonder Woman movies, are they going to be continuations? I feel like the smartest thing would just to say, okay, no, we're going to start new from this movie. This is the new universe. All those other ones are like in the multiverse. Let's just say.
Technically, they could do from Man of Steel. They could do Wonder Woman. They could make them part of it, but then you would have to essentially go for the Snyder cut is part of the DCEU, which is what a lot of people are sort of.
Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Unless they were to backtrack and try and
because we don't know where
those movies, but
we don't know where the Flash is taking us now. Because we don't even know if the Flash has happened. By all accounts, it is, but you know.
They haven't really commented on it, have they?
No, Ezra Miller is still in hiding for being a part of a satanic death cult or something.
I don't know enough about it to comment.
It's one of those weird things, though, isn't it, where it's like, it's sort of good news, but it's also sort of bad news as well, because the good news is that they're finally going to get their heads out of the backsides and plan, as opposed to just
it's what they needed.
Jumping the gun and saying, well, this one thing doesn't work because we've tried it once and it hasn't worked.
No.
They're actually going to make a plan, but on the other side of it as well is that the DCEU was already hectic as hell.
No.
So
especially if they're going to allow movies like Black Adam to come out. If Aquaman comes out, if Flash comes out, I feel like that's
Aquaman's definitely happening.
Well.
And Ben Affleck is in Aquaman too.
It's just like, who knows? They've had like, I don't even know. It would be interesting to see which direction they go with it, because they've also got Robert Pattinson's Batman happening. That's going to be a trilogy so far, isn't it?
Well supposedly,
presumably a trilogy. Is he going to keep on going with that? Because God help them if they don't. I feel like it would be a big mistake if they didn't. In that respect, though, are they going to make him? But then they've already bringing back Ben Affleck, so that wouldn't work. So
do you know what I mean? It's one of those weird things where you're not entirely sure where it's going to go. I've seen a lot of people that are angry because the lass who was playing Batgirl has had the rug pulled out from underneath her, apparently, which I don't agree with at all, because she's still a very young actress who can quite easily get work.
I mean, it would be awful, wouldn't it? Like, getting to that point where the movie's like literally about to come out, basically. It's like post-production, it's about to come out, and all of a sudden it's getting cancelled. It doesn't really make sense. Unless it was like god awful. Unless it was absolutely terrible. But even then, though, weren't they going to release it on the streaming. Is it HBO? Were they going to release it? I'm sure. I didn't even think it was going to be going to cinemas. Was it?
I don't know. The thing that I've read is that supposedly it was going to do damage to the DCEU that wouldn't be easily retconned. So because this bloke, this Zaslav or whatever his name is, essentially has this idea for a 10-year plan that's going to have this massive story, like this Avengers style story.
Right. I mean, the only thing I could think of is if Ben Affleck was going to be in it and he dies, and she becomes
not
like
even just that, like,
or something, you know, because I feel like that would be a big deal.
If they basically
Killed Batman.
got too far down the route of Batman's gone, Superman's gone, then there would essentially be no coming back for the DCEU.
Because at this point, it's like the actors weren't going to be coming back, but they were still alive. If they killed the likes of Batman or someone, then that would be irreversible. Because wasn't that originally the plan? Wasn't it going to? Weren't they going to make like? Weren't they going to do it from Batgirl?
They were going to do it. They were going to get rid of Ben Affleck and keep Michael Keaton on as the main Batman, and then pass the torch on to Batgirl and make her the main Batman.
Poor Ben Affleck. What did he do wrong? He wanted to direct a movie or something.
He trusted.
Well, at least he's coming back. Hopefully he can actually get his own movie. His own solo movie, I should say.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, let us know what you think down in the comments. What do you think the plans will be? Do you think it'll fix it? Do you think it'll make it worse? Do you think The Flash will come out? Black Adam, Aquaman are definitely coming out. Shazam 2 is definitely coming out. But The Flash is the one that's up. Batgirl is definitely cancelled. It's not coming out anymore. The Flash is a bit up in the air with everything that's going on with Ezra Miller, but
who even knows?
Yeah, let us know what you think down in the comments. Say welcome back to Kay because she's back. Then like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
Let's be optimistic and let's say it's going to work.
Okay.
It's not terrible until it is, and then we can crap on it. When it's terrible, then we'll say we told you so, but if it's good, then we'll also say we told you so.
Basically, as long as every movie studio collectively decides to stop putting Jared Leto in superhero movies. There's always ridiculous bike people in our street, isn't there? Yeah, as long as every movie studio collectively agrees to stop putting Jared Leto in superhero movies, we'll be okay. As you know, every superhero movie he's been in has been god-awful.
Is that him, though, or is that the writing?
No, it's him.
It wasn't terrible in the Snyderverse.
That's because he was in it for 2 minutes. And all he had to do was go, Batman.
That's not quite what he did.
Okay. He did a bunch of sort of, Heath Ledger impressions. And then he did, Batman. And did his ridiculous, Thank God that Irish fella's going to be the new Joker. And thank God for Joaquin Phoenix. Yep. Thank you for watching.
I need to know.